Probably the word persistent pain is a little better, I suppose, than chronic pain. Chronic pain is a really unpleasant sort of wording. The pain research groups and pain, they recognise three kinds of pain essentially, which I think is probably a good step away from this acute and chronic. As you know, Brad, the definition of when something became chronic was when I think people had it for 3 months, which means that at 2 months, 30 days, 23 hours, you suddenly go chronic. So it's a bit crazy. So it's much better. There's pain like my shoulder this morning, which I would call like a nociceptive dominant pain. So the tissues, things at the end of the nerves are either inflamed or not enough blood or being squished or something. That's like a tissue dominant pain. Of course, there's always a brain attached. And then at the other end of the spectrum, we've always known there's some nasty but still quite treatable pain states like people might have after stroke or really severe nerve damage, some of the neurological injuries. But in the middle is what the scientists are calling nociplastic pain. And this is where it's kind of in the middle, but it's the nervous system is clearly involved. So some of the more widespread pain states, pains that just don't go away for a few months. Fibromyalgia is another term called nociplastic pain. And this is where we clearly have scientific evidence that the processes constructing the pain have now moved from the end of the neuron and are now within the central nervous system, like upregulation. And it's incredibly common. Again, it's not saying it's all in someone's head, although to some degree, all pain is in our head to some degree. But the processes have moved towards the more changes in the nervous system and changes in the immune system. We should also bring in here. And the key is too, Brad, they're treatable.
So there's no need to despair, but try and get educated and understand things better. And move along with science. You know, as I said, I'm almost retired, but the changes we've seen in 40 years of research into pain's pathways, understanding pain, the treatment, realizing it's also involves the immune system, realizing it involves your gut microbiome. This big complex story of pain. So just to recap there, David, in essence, 3 types, as you labelled it: tissue dominant type pain, you cut a finger, local
cut
tissues.
A finger.
On the other end of the spectrum, there's, you want to call it neuropathic pain. So
neuropathic pain, someone might have had a severe accident like a motorbike accident and torn some nerves, that would be it, or some of the diseases. And then in the middle is this big group that once were really shunned in society out there, but I would say even in your running group, Brad, there would be a significant number of people who have this ongoing little bit of a buzzy, little bit of an ache, where they might have their joints cracked or all sorts of stuff, or maybe injections or whatever, but it kind of hangs on a little bit. And that's the kind of pain which we would think maybe nociplastic, which might have more contributors to it than issues at the end of the neuron, which again could be thoughts, feelings, context, a whole range of things. Hello, everybody. Associate Professor David Butler here, and I'm really, really happy to talk to you about some modern views of pain and pain treatment.